typing Noko.
Tonight on Bottom Mir, the party survived on thoughts and prayers. Amos takes a vow of alcoholism. The fish boat is in a fish bowl. Somehow, beans appear. And Seabreeze is the Fey matchmaker.
I like how Seabreeze has been the highlight of the past 3, 4, 5 bottom ears.
Mm-hmm.
Killing it.
Yeah.
She's killing it.
She
Exactly.
is.
Always getting into hijinks.
Rogues, man.
They do hijinks. That's what they do.
Who wants to try their best and recall what happened about a month ago? Been that long.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow, it has been like a month.
Yeah, it's been almost exactly a month.
Yeah. So we killed the monster in the demiplane through plinking its tentacles off, and afterward we started scouring the region for a way to escape. Anderos and Seabreeze went to the thing's cave, found a gigantic rune of some sort of massive shatter spell, as well as a bottle with a spell core and a message in it. They took that back to the ship, where Amos, in an attempt to gain divine insight into their plight, absolutely blitzes himself on some brake fluid or whatever it was he found in there.
Brake fluid in the boat.
And they come to the same conclusion that, yes, they are trapped in a fishbowl miniaturized in someone's lair. They move the ship over to the edge of the zone, where Hildie takes her, magically scries outside using Arcane Eye, and she sees none other than Nilminar, the Simic guild leader, surrounded by what seems to be many other of these miniaturized demiplanes. She relays this. They then read the note in the bottle, which basically says, "You did it! Good job! This crystal or this spell core will blow up the demiplane." Not wanting to do that, they kept searching and discovered a message on the console that only appeared when wet, that tells you to knock 3 times. So they surfaced, knocked 3 times on the wall, and were teleported back out and to safety. They returned back to Borst's lab to check in on everybody, only to find out that our dear Dr. Professor Hippo has absconded the premises, to, whether of his own volition or not, we don't know, but to join in nuptials with a certain Princess Tulip of the Fey realm. And then Seabreeze and Hildie had a heart-to-heart as they walked over toward to visit with the Golden Bean and his fish and coffee place.
Yep.
Pretty much. And my dog is not happy with the fireworks going off, so you may hear her whining in the background.
Yeah, I was going to say sorry in advance. I also have a dog on July 4th.
She is not happy. Our
Bashin might be making a lot of appearances tonight.
Yeah. Trying to think if there was anything else. A couple things. So yeah, the paperwork that he had started is nowhere to be found. And you were given the relative options of sorts to either go to the Feywild and try to recover your lost friend of sorts. You did, however, also notice on the note that it did say to that Nilminar would basically give you a favor or a reward of some kind for defeating his pet, as potentially another avenue that you guys were coming up with to gain access to the guild hall. As well as, I think someone else had an idea of either just trying to sneak in or use what you've got now to try and get in, but I don't know how far that played out. I don't remember if someone also mentioned trying to like be a vendor there or something with the golden bean, if that was a thing or not. Other than that, Seabreeze and Hildie, I believe, are you back in the lab, or did you both spend the night in the inn above the Golden Bean Cafe?
I spent the night.
I think that depending on the time, what time was it when we were all kind of wrapping up last time? Like, when we left the session last time, like, what time was it?
I want to say I was saying it was early evening when you guys were getting back.
Okay.
So it was fairly, getting late.
Because I think that if it was like, if the sun had gone down by the time Hildie and Seabreeze's thing had stopped, I think that Hildie would have also stayed. Just because she knows better than to be out by herself at night in Jerry Rag. So,
okay, that'll be a gold piece from you, and Seabreeze gets to stay there for free for this particular night, courtesy of the proprietor he has a partnership with. And you both find a nice plate of fish under your door in the morning.
Just what you
It
wanted,
smells enough
Hildie.
to wake you, but it does smell good, even if it is very fishy.
wasn't there supposed to be coffee with this?
Oh yes, that's downstairs though. They couldn't really just slide coffee under the door.
Oh, okay. Fish can go under the door, not coffee though. That's too much.
Well, obviously. He thinks this is.
Wait, telling me don't got like fruit punch pouches of coffee? A little straw too.
Yes, I want my
There's-
little coffee juice box.
There's probably a place for that, just not the Golden Bean Cafe. So you both awake there. The rest of you spent the night back in the lab, I guess, then?
Hildie would have, because she has that sending stone that they made on the way over, she would have called Orin at some point to let him know where she was, just so that he wouldn't freak out when she went missing.
I'm guessing you mean Anderos, or do you mean your dad?
I mean my dad.
Okay.
I said Orin, didn't I?
Nope, you just said him. Unless I just misheard.
Yeah, she said Orin. I think it might have not come through or something.
Ah, okay. All I heard was him, to call him. That's why I was like, okay, well, who's the him? All right. Okay. So yeah, he agrees with your assessment, tells you to stay safe, and that they will see you the next day.
Mm. And she still has her, she's done her best to maintain the makeover that she was given earlier because she still doesn't want to be recognized.
Okay. And you're still staying on attuned to the orb, I believe.
Yes.
Okay. So the rest of you spend the night here. Ren and Orin have been kind of working with the other two members, kind of tinkering on stuff. Ren, of course, just being the natural curiosity he is going around just looking at everything you're doing with a childlike wonder, and Orin is offering his insights on how to fix things as a performer, is it? And Vashin is also offering his advice. Something about cars. Nobody understands what he's referring to. So what are the rest of you doing, I guess, during that night? We'll say during the time that Hildie and Seabreeze have their heart-to-heart, is there anything you guys are doing that night before we turn over to the new day?
I think Anderos would probably check in with Whisper just to confirm what's the latest information about his brother and his condition after getting shanked.
That's right. That was the other big point. Jesus,
Yes.
I forgot that too.
Yes, it was the rumors we heard on the way back. Sorry, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's right. The city is in a bit of uproar. I forgot about. Holy crap!
Yeah,
It's
because Ondawar, or at least the rumor is the chief of the White Order here got shanked by.
got shanked, and it has launched an investigation as to what is going on. And the White Order are now looking into these robot issues and trying to dig in, while the guilds are not overtly or not openly, of course, but to everyone who knows the going on, are trying to hide it as much as they can.
What's his name?
So,
My brother?
Yeah,
Ondawar.
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 on to war.
And what was his title?
Probably just executor or whatever it is of, executor of Jerrag or some.
He actually has a new title.
Yeah, there you go, but we don't know it yet.
Potentially filling, well, you wouldn't necessarily know it, I guess, but maybe you'll hear the rumors. You hear again. You don't know how 100% that's true. This is based on the rumors you're hearing, but he may be trying to fill in for the role your father used to have.
Oh, good.
Oh, goody.
So he's trying to prove his worth.
He's the high executor, or something of that sort.
At least trying to be.
Oh boy.
Hence why this is all causing this commotion.
Right. So yeah, I think Anderos would just check in with Whisper, see what the word is that she's heard more so than just the rumors on the street. I wish I could find a song, but I can't find a song.
You need mood music to talk to Whisper about that?
No, I've just been trying to find a song.
There may be an Alton coming to shank.
I am going to claw out your eyes.
No, but yeah, it doesn't even have to really be a scene. He's checking in with Whisper. So
yeah, she does confirm that yes, it is likely Andawar who's been stabbed. However, his condition is anyone's best guess. It is already difficult to pry into White Order affairs, even more so when they're now kind of like buttoned up. But they have holed up in a would normally be kind of a like public hospital of sorts that's run by the Simic. They've now kind of quarantined off and are now garrisoning there. So pretty much the only ones in and out of that facility are some very selected Simic.
interesting. Interesting indeed. Okay.
She can try to get you in if you'd like. It would require disguising yourself, obviously, and, well, beyond that is up to you how you can get in. But it seems pretty heavily guarded.
All right. Yeah, Anderos would take that information, just mull it over. I don't think he's super excited to go see his brother at this moment, but I think he's also, there's a slight aspect, I guess there's a slight twinge to him that everyone else in his family has, in some manner, been removed from this conflict. He's not super thrilled that the last remaining one is so entrenched, so he's got to ponder that for the evening at least.
Thamor, Amos.
Tempting to nurse a hangover.
That's right.
Probably gonna be cleaning my helmet and trying to stay out of trouble.
Right. So I guess with that, the night
I don't want to get
Does-
fireballed.
night seems to kind of pass a bit. Roll real quick. Let's see. Roll.
Yeah, 11.
Anderos, make me a reflex or a dexterity saving throw at disadvantage.
Okay. I'm terrible at those. That's a 9 if I'm not within 10 feet of Amos.
Imagine you're not sleeping on him,
So yeah, 9.
So as night passes and you guys are kind of asleep in various parts of the lab, you hear a slight as kind of a crackling sound in the air, and a large lumbering one-armed iron form lumbers over you and slams down with a knife into your arm before that crackle goes again and the form is gone, leaving a rusty iron spike in your arm. For 5 points of piercing.
Rude.
Yeah, I think at this, Anderos is probably bedded down over by the hearth over here. He just kind of built a makeshift hammock, as it were, and as he gets stabbed, I think his first reaction as this thing embeds into his arm is he just cries out and tucks and rolls off the back of this hammock. Maybe an innate reaction that he was so used to when he was on, slept in hammocks on the sea, and rolls and hits the deck and just, fuck! And he'll quickly, pull this thing out and, toss it aside and start looking for something to wrap the wound.
There's some, plenty of scrap, cloths and stuff around that they use for various purposes around. But, yeah, form is gone wherever it was, and as you kind of shout out, everyone else stirs a bit in the lab, but otherwise, seems to be gone without a trace.
Fuck! And he'll use shape water, just taking some of the water in a bucket nearby or whatnot, something that looks somewhat clean, and kind of sluices the area to clean it up, and yeah, he'll just dress it. Yeah,
Amos will probably head over hearing that noise.
Oh,
Knock
fucking
on the
hell!
door.
Oh, I'm in the main area. I'm not in a door or room or anything.
Okay.
I think we all are kind of in main areas. There's not really rooms that we can get to.
Okay.
I imagine you're in between one of these two locations, since the other ones would be the private rooms or the actual laboratory.
And all of this area is trapped.
Yep.
Hey, Captain. Whoa. You okay?
Almost way up there talking.
Autopilot thinking it was going to be over there, but just fine. Where?
I'm down here with my helmet.
Okay. Whoa, what happened to your arm?
So you know that whole reason why we're here? Robots trying to kill the gods, getting banished to another world, and showing up and shanking people?
You're going to tell me that a robot suddenly came out of thin air, shanked you, and then teleported out here?
With a rusty spike, yes.
You're serious?
Why do you think there's a gaping triangular-shaped hole in my arm? I just do that for fun? Is that something you think I do?
The premise just sounds ridiculous.
The spike's over there, if you want to sample the blood and confirm it.
You'll go over to the spike. See if that's bloodied. Yeah. Is there a way I can investigate the spike to see if there's something unusual about the blade? Maybe it comes from a unexpected origin.
You can roll me a...
Are you trying to ascertain if it's, like, diseased?
I'm trying to ascertain if it's made of, like, an unusual metal. Or, like, it's fabricated, or is it, like, here's a random spike I found.
You could try rolling investigation. I don't know how Amos would know any of this, but you could try.
I will try to see if it looks intentionally fabricated or it looks like a shiv. This is about right. It's pointy.
Oh, that's good.
I can tell. This was made
Amos, the thought
specifically for
The
Anderos.
thought comes to your head of, he must have got stabbed with a pointy end. No other explanation.
He must have got stabbed with a pointy end.
This bloody bit must have come out of his arm.
Perhaps it's just the fact that it's late at night and you're still somewhat sleep deprived, but yeah.
Do you think you're gonna get stabbed again? There's something we can do to prevent you from being stabbed by phase-shifting teleporting robots?
Well, if you'd like to stand there, while I sleep in a position where they can stab you first, then it's more likely that I won't get stabbed again. That being said, I don't think there is. This problem seems to be all over the city, as, well, we heard of our dear friend, my dear brother, recently being stabbed himself, so...
He just nods and tries to take a resting position against the wall.
Yeah, I think Anderos will bunker down. I think he'll try to slide like a table or something closer as making like a makeshift cubicle for himself, so if it does teleport in again, at least it's not on top of him with no impediments. And then he'll try to get back to sleep with a bandaged arm.
Comes a little bit, rough, but you're able to get back to sleep, even though the slight throbbing. Other than that, other attacks in the night. We roll over to a bright new day in Jarrag. You're all awoken once again to the sound of odd, what normally would be roosters, but cacophony of odd sounds, the like of which you probably never heard anywhere else, as the Simic are quite happy with their mutated creations that they once called roosters. Fill the city with noise and clamor, once again waking to the sound of Jarrag, of iron on steel, or iron on iron, billowing fires, and the sound of progress, and you're on.
We all got a long rest.
Yes.
Woo.
Yeehaw.
All my spell slots are back.
I've been re-preparing my spells while we've been talking. Because I forgot
Oh,
a
yeah,
long
yeah.
rest was coming.
Need to figure out which one I need to get for ceremony.
Those that do not have spells or do not need to, I guess, Seabreeze, more. Start with Seabreeze. You're over the Golden Bean Inn. You awaken again to the fish sliding underneath your door, the very strong aroma, but very still somehow. Just 0 to 100 up and immediately
that was good.
devoured.
I'm sleepy again.
and then she eats Hildie's.
No.
Are you in the same room?
I don't think so.
You're not in the same
Unless
room, Ghost.
unless Seabreeze wanted to have a slumber party. I mean,
That's up to Seabreeze, I suppose.
Why is this on me? What?
Teacher. I mean, Hildie has a say in it too. If she wants to make a slumber party, but still your choice
Listen,
to
I
do.
just came here for a bath and a bed. If someone else ends up in the
That's
room,
not a-
probably wouldn't.
so that's not a no.
No, it isn't.
Okay, so 2 plates of fish are under the door, and then Seabreeze eats both, or just eats one?
No, she just eats the one.
Fairtail eats the other one.
That's actually true.
Yeah,
You know what? That's fair. That's fair.
He's just there.
I was just about to, yeah.
Oh, this is delicious.
How did you get
It's
here?
never existed before.
It's not worth asking.
Just imagining the first Seabreeze eyes pop open, darts across the room, devours this fish, and Fairtail just manifests next to her.
Yes. The moment her eyes open and she leaps, he's already manifesting and going for it. There is no delay. They are in sync. Perfect harmony. And Hildie, you awake and you just see both cats hunched over plates of fish. They didn't even bother to. They're just eating it straight
This
from the
is
plates
too
on the
real.
floor.
It's too real, man.
And you just
Oh, hello, little one. They did not bring a third plate of fish. We will have to complain to.
We have to go downstairs for more. I think this is the normal portion. They don't know it's us.
Oh, that is very. Yes, we deserve more fish.
Does
Come.
Fairtail need to take a bath, or does he smell normal now?
he smells normal,
Oh, okay.
being a bit of a slightly celestial, radiant being.
The gift of Lathander doesn't need to take baths. For a tabaxi, I bet that's like just
Oh yeah, especially the
A
fact that he likes to
superpower, yeah.
dive in the water anyway and fish. It's basically a superpower for him.
I'll race you downstairs.
No,
And before you even finish the statement, he's already throwing open the door.
Hildie still has not gotten out of bed. She's been watching
It's a-
all of this happen and just
Yeah, there's claw marks on the floor, claw marks on the threshold of the door, claw marks down the hallway.
And you just hear already downstairs, like the place is just opening up. You hear to, "Oi, one more plate of fish." What? Who are you? I'm with the proprietor. I don't know you. Yes, you do.
Sure you do. Then he smiled. Where's Bean during this early morning excursion? He's sleeping somewhere, I imagine.
Oh yes, there is a window with a bed now dedicated to being
Oh.
almost like it very shrine-esque in the perfect light. Of course, mascots, so they all have to see him.
Yeah.
So he's got a spot
There-
right there that can oversee the entire cafe, and he's just lounged out. He already
There's-
has like
there's
3
like a-
fish devoured.
It's like a
and
hearth behind a window, and on the other side of the window, they've painted like a painting surround around him. When he sleeps there, it looks like a painting.
and his fish is being served on a golden platter.
I mean, they're not that rich, but he does get early fish as well. You'll notice that he got more fish than either.
Yeah,
Well, of course.
of course.
Fairtail comes bounding down, and what about you two?
Were you asking Hildie or me?
Either or.
Let's see. I think she'll probably just sit downstairs with coffee and wait for Hildie to come downstairs.
Yeah, I mean, she wouldn't be that long coming down, and she would go for coffee as well. And I don't think that she cares about the fish, honestly. But I think that she would just chill with Seabreeze until they were both ready to head back to the lab.
As you guys are having your coffee, as the place is starting to open, the line starts forming as all of the engineers of the city are lining up at various coffee shops to get their daily dose. And of course, the bean, as he sees you, just waves a paw at you. Oh, yes.
I remember you. Like, it's totally forgot. Bean is the most. Oh man, you could make a whole book out of him. Seabreeze will avail herself of the opportunity if the Golden Bean Fish and Coffee customer volume gets high enough. She will probably try to pickpocket someone that looks like they have a heavy purse.
Sure, you want to do that here in Jarrag?
Yeah, she'll take a shot.
The sigh. The sigh.
Can I? No. I was contemplating if Seabreeze is actually going to do this. Can I make a perception check to see if I notice her doing this?
Not if she does it with Mage Hand Ledger Domain.
Damn it!
Which is invisible.
So yeah, you're not
unless you can see the Mage Hand cast, which I don't think that's a thing.
Can I make an Arcana check? See if I notice.
Arcana versus stealth, but Seabreeze will have advantage on it.
That's fine. I'll roll. My Arcana is high.
Oh boy. I have to look up my stealth, which
I got a 21.
I got a 31.
Oh man. Okay. Yeah, Flash of Genius can't save that. Nope.
Yep.
But anyway, yeah. So is there a particularly
there seem to be some pretty what you would
looking...
probably gauge to be wealthy. There's a whole hodgepodge of the entire spectrum here, but there's a couple that seem to come in looking less like the lab type and more like the lab manager type. You know, they trade their IQ for a bit more coin.
I see. So any that look, I'll pick the sleepiest looking one.
Fun. Wait, were you there? No, you weren't. Wait, was Seabreeze at Greener Greens?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. There's a familiar one that walks in.
Oh, is it Argument Boy?
It is. No, it's not. It's the professor, Dr. Hailstone.
Oh, the fucker! Oh, the fucker!
We're totally fleecing him. Yeah.
Oh, this fucker.
Familiar looking, like, masked individual comes in, kind of. He comes in, sees like a line forming, and just immediately cuts everyone. Like that's the first thing that draws your attention. He just immediately walks in front of everyone, and when they kind of raise a groggy eye, he just simply flashes what seems to be a badge and scoffs. However, the order in Jarrag is pretty well known, and he's known to have a pretty short temper, so they just kind of begrudgingly let him go forward. And he steps forward to the counter.
Mm-hmm. I would like to. Does he have any visible purses or?
Not immediately
pouches?
until he starts to give his order and starts pulling out a coin burst from which to pay.
Did he expose anything else when he went for the purse? Does he have a weapon or anything like that?
He does not carry any visible weapons, no.
Okay.
But from your time remembering, he does carry spell cores, at least he did in the excursion down to Greener Greens. Because you remember him casting a pretty nasty fireball with one.
Yeah, I would love to take one or more of those. I can, but I don't know where they are, so.
Yeah, you can go ahead and roll me a sleight of hand and see what happens.
Okay. Is there any way that I can gain advantage for this by creating distraction or?
I mean, how would you want to do?
I suppose I could use Bean.
You could. Just describe how you want to make the distraction.
I think he's awake now, so I would probably have him fly over to the counter where this a-hole is making his order in a, cutting everyone in line, and then Bean will ask him, are you Salty, you're going to do this perfectly. Are you some sort of dignitary? Like, questioning how he cut in line like that and then wanting to know
Okay.
by what authority do you, you know what I mean?
So, yeah, he cuts in front. He's like shouting out his order, like several cups of coffee, hot, like the finest order, separate cups. Like he's on his own little world. Bean, of course, getting your order, kind of stretches and groans, kind of catches eyes with Dr. Palestone, has that faint flicker of remembrance as well, and flutters on over and lands square on the counter as he's trying to pay and just bats his hand. You know there's a line, right? What? Perhaps you don't know who I am. You don't know who I am. Have you seen the picture? And he raises a paw and just points to the giant picture that is the golden bean now. And Dr. Palestone pales a little bit and bows his head slightly. So, terribly sorry. But if you'll just move away, just take my... I'm not done with you. There are several others behind that have come to see my visage and drink the coffee that I've blessed. So if you just... and he just flicks a paw kind of at his head. Go back. Yes, to the end. They kind of continue this for a bit.
Okay. Do I get advantage for that?
You do.
Okay, come on. Save my life here, dice. That's horrifying. Oh my god. Oh, please be better. Oh, Jesus. What is that? Sorry, it's dark in here. Oh, cool. 19 plus 15.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Holy shit. 34?
30, what is that? 34?
Wow. Okay. He basically has to roll in that 20. Okay. As he's arguing with the bean about, that he has every right to be up here, obviously stand his position, you are able to lift his coin purse off of. And in doing so with the roll, you also notice that he does have a few traps set about it.
Huh. Okay.
Inside, well, you haven't opened it yet, but you managed to lift it off him. Bean gives up the ruse. Oh, right. Fine. Take your coffee and go. Just leave the payment on the counter. And Dr. Palestone, of course, gives a smirk behind the mask. Goes for his coin purse and realizes it's not there anymore. Flustered, he starts looking about the cafe. Which one of you took it? Oh, the guild will know of this slight against Dr. Oh, shut up. Get out of line. You can't pay, leave. You will be sorry. And he rushes on out. You see him, reach into his cloak. Possibly, holding a spell core before he shakes it. Not again. Not this time. Before he ducks out.
That was satisfying. Okay, what's in the purse, and let's make sure that there's no traps on the purse, obviously.
You will need to roll me either Dispel Magic of some form or Arcana check to try to disarm it.
Arcana would be okay with me.
Hildie's Arcana is really high. I'm just pointing that out.
So,
you saw this entire thing happen. It's not like this was in any way, shape, or form. You
saw the purse float over. I mean, it doesn't.
Yeah.
The hand is invisible, but the purse is not.
And anyone else who saw it said no.
That's good.
That was a brilliant thing to do right out in the open, but at least.
I mean, the guy is such an asshole.
Yeah, no, fuck that guy.
Okay, we need to disarm this. I think it's trapped.
So I'm rolling Arcana,
Both
Sure, right?
rolled
I
if
guess
you
we
were
both
looking
do,
at it.
right?
Yeah.
or you can give me advantage.
See what I need here. Oh, that's not 20.
Oh,
So that's a 29.
So yeah,
I got a 30, but
you
Holy
both
shit.
definitely notice it. Hildie especially because, again, as I mentioned earlier, this is one of those inventions you heard about that they tried to deter pickpocket. There is a collapsible dimension basically rigged to the opening. If you were to try to open it, it would basically take your hand.
oh,
Ugh.
so I could. The question is if I mean, are we doing this right here? I mean, we may as well. Okay, yeah, YOLO.
You could do it surreptitiously under the counter. I mean,
Yeah. So, I'll cast a spell magic on it.
Okay.
Do I need to roll? Level
Yes,
3
you
or
do.
lower just ends.
Yes. No, you do need to roll.
Okay. Okay. This dice, I'm done. I'm done with you. I rolled a 12.
Can I assist?
Oh, I can add my flash of genius to that to make it a 17.
That
Does that do it?
is it DC plus? Yeah, that would succeed.
Okay, cool. I do that then.
Okay. So you start casting your spell. You realize it's fighting back against you. Kind of again, that flash of genius kicks in, and oh wait, I need to actually correct the spell. Pops, fizzles, and the coin purse falls open, and inside is 27 gold pieces.
Ooh.
A spell core of unknown origin and spell. And a crumpled up piece of paper.
So, Hildie is going to immediately take the spell core. And I want to... Where are my goggles? I have a once per day cast of Identify I can use through my magic goggles. So I would like to cast Identify on the spell core.
Okay. It is a spell core of Dimension Door. I don't know where it goes.
Isn't Dimension Door just 500 feet somewhere?
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask.
Yes, it's 500 feet somewhere, but this one seems rigged to a specific location.
Ooh,
Neat.
so it's more like a teleport somewhere
More like his way of maybe escaping a scenario.
to a specific place.
Yep.
Would there be any way for me, feel free to shoot this down, would there be any way for Hildie to be able to tell just by the inspection that she's able to do here, would she be able to glean anything specific about where it might be keyed? Or would
I would say if you spend enough time potentially examining it, you might be able to figure that out with a
Okay.
decent Arcana roll, but not as a just off the whim. So it'll take you some time if you wish to dive into it.
Okay. Okay. Does Seabreeze grab the paper or?
Everything's in her paws until you take some stuff away.
Well, I imagine after casting the spell, she kind of was looking at it with, like, on the table or together kind of deal. There is writing on the paper, crumpled up. You do notice there are scribbles within the margins, and then gold is gold.
Yeah, what is the... Do I recognize the writing?
Yep, it's in common. Nothing crazy fancy, written in what looks to be a particularly attempt at fancy cursive. It just simply says, remember guild meeting tomorrow night. Password is, and there's a scribble that says, password is Greenfellow.
Green what?
Greenfellow.
Green fellow.
Guild council meeting, sorry.
Guild council meeting tomorrow night.
Handy.
Hildie, roll me a quick history check.
Okay. I'm not rolling that dice anymore.
Well, actually, have you?
Eh.
Are you sharing this information with her, Seabreeze?
Oh, of course.
Okay, history check.
Yep.
Oh, that's much better. That's a 25.
Okay. So yeah, on reading this, you are aware that the guilds do come together every so often on just kind of random nights. There never seems to be a real rhyme or reason to obviously talk about events, projects, stuff like that. But they do convene with all the guild heads. But they also bring in a lot of other members of each guild, kind of at random, to sit in the audience as both like peers to listen, third-party reviewers, like voice of the city kind of deals. It's not just, council heads making the decision. Jarag is at its core still a place of freedom. So they include a bunch of people, but they change it up every time. What you found is potentially Dr. Palestone's invitation to one of these.
Ooh. It doesn't mention a location?
It does not mention a location, but again, with the history check, you would assume it has to be in the council hall where
Oh, okay.
all the guilds would meet.
Okay.
Because there's that central hall, that's where the teleporter is, that's where everything else is that all the guilds go to, like that central.
So with that history check, what would Hildie know about the like the council hall? Like, I would imagine that if that's where all the head honchos are, there's probably a lot of security and shit.
It's
not a place they can.
It's the reason why, again, that's where this teleporter is. That's why there's in the whole thing of getting the paperwork to try and get you guys in there, because getting
it's in the council hall. Okay.
Yes. Getting in there is not easy. It is heavily protected by all sorts of magic. Some known, some unknown, because this is Jarag. They experiment with all sorts of odd things. Like, it is pretty for a area where it's not a castle, it is heavily guarded in that way. So, and you've never been there yourself. Orin may have, and obviously Ren at some point had to have been.
This could perhaps get one of us in.
I'm not sure we want to be in a guild meeting, do we?
Not in particular. I'm just thinking of options, none of which seem particularly appealing right now. But is it weird that going to the Feywild seems like the least dangerous option?
Yes.
She incinerates the note with prestidigitation.
Suppose we should get rid of this bag as well.
Probably not the worst idea.
The bag, you notice, is embroidered with a very nice gold thread that says Dr. Palestone.
Oh, I
And
firebolt
the-
that
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Here, how many times do I have to cast firebolt to kill it?
Hildie will contribute firebolts. Seabreeze and Hildie are just firebolting this bag on the floor. While people are coming in and getting
Are you
coffee.
The rest of
still in the
cafe.
If
We
this was
saw a
any-
rat. It
if there
was a rat.
If it was anywhere but Jarag, everyone would be in terror. Being Jarag, everyone just looks over.
What coffee shop doesn't have people firing off fireballs first thing in the morning? They're probably not the only ones doing it.
No, as you guys are doing it, yeah, there's other people firing off magical spells into their coffee and fish to treat it to their taste or to settle disputes. There's magic going off all around you.
Yeah.
So the firebolts are the least of the concern of most of them around. However, the mention of a rat, Golden Bean will get very offended.
Oh.
Yeah, you say rats in my establishment.
No. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that.
This place has been rat-free ever since I took over.
Yes, it's true. You are a wonderful mouser.
It goes
Internally rolls her eyes so hard she can probably feel it.
Yes, you're a very hard worker.
Thank you for. You do some work yourself.
Okay, now that that's over with, I don't even want this gold. It feels gross.
Why is that? I'm a little surprised, if I'm being honest.
I just don't like that guy.
I
don't
get
know.
it, but I mean, I don't mean to assume, and feel free to tell me to mind my own fucking business if this is overstepping, but you don't... I would just imagine that you've taken gold in shadier circumstances than just lifting it off that asshole.
Yes, it's true. It's kind of a force of habit. With so many people around, I'm very used to doing that. That's instinct, but...
At least this guy deserved it.
Yes, it's true. I try not to think about it too much, but now I feel different. I don't know. I think Lathander has changed me for certain, so I feel different.
Yeah, I get that. That's admirable, actually.
Anyway, do you want this gold? If not, I will give it to the...
I mean, I'm not going to... why don't we split it? I'll be fair.
Okay.
So that's 27 total, so we both get 13, or...
You should get 13 and 1 tip to Bean.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
This makes sense.
Bean takes it and Bean promptly buys fish.
A whole gold worth of fish, jeez.
Oh yeah.
That's gonna be a bowling ball.
He'll still be hungry when he's done.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave him
He will resemble the sun, the dawn of Lathander in true form.
glowing.
Spherical and round as all things should be.
I'm thinking of, and this, like, his Tressum wings, like, just get smaller and smaller comparatively to his body.
Is he even going to be able to fly when he's done?
Yeah, he's gonna start looking like one of those elephant people with the wings.
Loxodon?
He just floats anyway.
Can't remember what they're called.
Holophants?
That's
Elephant. Elephant. Yep. Anywho.
After that, are you guys going to head back, or is there still more to do there? And then jump to the others' morning.
I think I'd head back.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. During the morning, Amos, you wake up on the floor with Anderos. A bit of a painful, but still sleep you managed to get through, and Thamor, wherever you ended up inside the lab, come to is the sounds of metal and whirring apparatuses start pretty early in the back rooms as Chitter and Glorp get on to their daily routine, pretty much ignoring the entire fact that their other member's gone.
Where the hell did everyone go?
Elsewhere. They all have jobs and lives to get to, and we are merely a distraction or inconvenience. So all better for us to get on with what we need to do as well. Thamor. I feel like we need to capitalize on this excursion we just went on. We have a favor from a guild master. And I'm feeling antsy. So I'd like to go talk with him.
You sure that is wise?
No, but waiting for doing the wise thing in this city means we sit here on our asses and get stabbed by fucking robots in the night while we wait for it. I sure as hell don't want to go back to the Fey realms. I'm just feeling antsy. We've got a boon that we can redeem. Namely you. But I have a angle in which we could swing it. if you're up for it.
I'll help.
Wonderful. So it's featherweight. You interested?
Sounds better than being here. So yeah.
Right. Is Whisper nearby?
Yeah, I'll say she kind of joined you early in the morning, like rejoined from wherever she was staying in the lab, which she will not disclose.
Yeah. Anderos will head over. Morning, Whisper. I hope your sweet sleep was better than mine.
Yes, it sounded like you got stabbed in the middle of the night.
You just deduced that from the sound of my anguished cry. Impressive.
No, I deduced it from the giant gaping hole in your arm.
That's not
And
gaping.
yes, cry.
It's not gaping anymore. I've wrapped it. Well, anyway. You've got a strategic layout of the city, yes? Where do the guild masters usually headquarter? In the guild headquarters, in the main buildings, or elsewhere?
They generally spend most of the time in their own labs unless called to the council. She pulls up the map again and shows each of the headquarters, roughly, of where all the guilds are located in the city.
Are those labs secret, I assume?
No. The building itself is not, though the inner layout, however, would be.
Right, well... Where is the Simic guild? We'd like to pay a visit
Southeast.
to a certain Lord Nilminar.
Brings up the map. The map. The Simic like to keep theirs a bit off to the side. I've heard that they reside kind of in the far corner of the southeast end, away from Pride.
Right. Well, no time like the present. He takes up the note that we got from the magic bottle. Tucks basically the whole bottle into his pack. And, yeah, just tells, Whisper that we will be back later today. Unless, of course, we get kidnapped and murdered, but that's beside the point.
Do you all wait for Hildie and Seabreeze to get back before you head off?
Certainly not. Because Hildie would immediately say, no, what the fuck are you doing? We're not doing that. And Anderos doesn't want to listen to that.
Oh, okay.
Too late. Too bad. We're back here already. Sorry.
In theory, they could leave early. Whisper would just tell you where they went, because
That's
Whisper
fine.
isn't going to necessarily.
Yeah, I'm not asking
Whisper's
Whisper to
a
hide
fucking
for
snitch.
us. I can't imagine Anderos slept in very long after getting stabbed in the middle of the night, so...
I would say, with the fact, the events of what you guys were doing, all that stuff, yeah, they would have a bit of a head start towards the Simic Guild in front of you guys, if they are heading out pretty much like right away. So it's Thamor, Anderos, and Amos who are all going?
That's the plan.
So you guys get a bit of a head start. Hildie and Seabreeze, you do show up a bit later. You notice that they are all missing. As Whisper is just doing her normal pouring over maps and documents and such.
Where is everybody?
They went off to go talk to the Simic Guild Master, I believe.
They fucking what?
Am I not speaking common? They went to speak to the Simic Guild Master.
Jeez, why would they fucking do that?
Seems
He said that he
wise.
owed them some form of favor. Borst gone. It might be a opportunity investigate.
Wouldn't happen to know where this is, would you?
Yes, and she shows you on the map, just like she showed Anderos. Over here. It's not exactly hidden knowledge where the lab is, or where the main headquarters is located, though. The ones that go inside are usually only shown the lobby unless they're part of the Simic or close to the master.
How long ago did they leave?
Probably about an hour ago.
Shit.
Well, I guess they're all dead.
She kind of sideways grin.
No, of course they're not. You know, we would hear a far bigger loud boom and, explosions if they got into a fight by now.
I mean, it would get lost with the rest of it. You do realize nothing but explosions have been happening since we got here.
I mean, this is Anderos and Thamor we're talking about here.
Well,
The Simic, it seems to be a 50-50 chance they'll get hurt out or abducted. Though those three seem strong enough to resist any of the easy actions, so I doubt they would go down easily.
that's not the most reassuring thing I've ever heard, but
We're in Jalrag, you know better.
I know perfectly well. Which is why I can't believe you let them walk out of here.
She just throws up her hands. And what do you want me to do? Dr. Professor Borst is off missing, getting hitched in the Fey Wilds. You guys came back from a fishing expedition under the sea in another dimension, and now our only chance at fixing this whole thing lies in... hells, I don't even know. I'm trying to think of another plan in the meantime.
What have you got so far?
You see her push the paper slowly behind her, where you catch words written just scribbled in, break and enter. Pose as Guildmaster question mark?
Oh, that's right up my alley.
It's a rough draft. Improvise on so few resources.
Well, do share.
She just rubs. If we cannot pass Borst, and if their adventure into Simic territory does not get us access, the only other way I could getting in there is, well, either disguising as a guild master that is notably absent, and maybe distracting the real one while we're at it, while the other gets in and pretending you're all colleagues, so they're able to look at the device. But we'd have to figure out their mannerisms and the standing, or maybe we can even create some kind of diversion, like a special seminar. If Orin is willing to reveal himself of sorts, sure.
Absolutely not.
Well, they're not going to hit one of them ran again, so we're without resorting to some kind of subterfuge route of open ways in if those avenues fail. And I doubt you, and she looks pointedly at Hildie, want to go back to the Is-It Guild and try to ask your old guild master for advice. I'm sure he'd love to see you.
Yeah,
she says
no,
it with a very sarcastic tone, of course.
She is just, oh boy. Oh dear. Okay. She is obviously not happy with what Whisper is doing right now, and she is not hiding it, like it's all over her face, but she is doing the smart thing and biting the hell out of her tongue.
Is Vashin actually still here?
No. Vashin is with Amor.
Yeah, Vosh is attached to my shoulder at all times.
While Shin is still rambling on about things beyond your comprehension as you're wandering about. Oh, this would be so much easier if we had simply made trains instead of these carts.
What's this all stage you're talking about?
Oh, let me tell you this jingle that has been stuck in my head since then. He starts singing, like, the random garbled rendition of, like, the Allstate commercial songs. It makes no sense. Anyway. Whisper turns to you, Seabreeze, unless you've got any better ideas. I'm open to hear them, so that's why I sent them.
No,
At this point, barring going into the Fey Wild, getting Dr. Professor Borst back, assuming he's even in the right state of mind anymore. Let's see what other options.
Well, I mean, how much longer do you think he had to generating those documents that we needed? Couldn't have been long.
Oh, hell as if I know. He had stacks of paperwork sitting on his desk at one point.
Are you sure that it's not just lost in the sea of paperwork? It's definitely not here.
His desk was completely cleared off except for the one noting the wedding registry. So I can only assume that it was transported to the Fey Wilds with him. Whether or not it's even in good condition or if he has to start over, I don't know that either. Pretty much just written him off for dead at this point. May the gods bless his married, whether by his own choice or not, soul.
I mean,
Realistically, he's unfortunately probably our best chance of getting in there without having to resort to shit that might get us killed or worse.
Sure. Yeah.
I mean, Whisper's not disagreeing with her.
She's not
telling the whole truth either.
So I think the Fey contract that I suppose you could call it a penalty contract. I believe it was more or less fulfilled when I placed the cane or sticker, whatever it was, in Borst's desk. But I seem to recall that there was a very open-ended conversation ender when I discussed having done all that with the person on the other end of that contract. And I can see... Yeah.
She just stares at you blankly for a minute as the hamster starts turning a little bit.
Yeah, I can see you perhaps going to the Feywild to submit to more boons if they can put us back in touch with Borst.
You put a stick from the Feywild in Dr. Professor Borst's room. You're the reason he's getting hitched to the Feywild.
Yes.
Wait, this is news to you? I thought you knew everything.
I'm not psychic!
Well, we did discuss it last night. You were in the room.
Was that? I thought you only told Anderos. Or am I forgetting how that...
No, she said most of it out loud in the room.
Okay, maybe I'm wrong. I thought...
Yeah, I think she did.
But I love the reaction. I want to keep going on that reaction.
Okay. I thought you were kidding. I thought that was a joke. You're actually serious. It was you.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Look, contracts and paperwork here are no joke. But the Fey, I know. They're the source of all. They're the reason that people view all of that as hellish, despite the hells never coming up with it. You did that to get out of it.
She looks very seriously in Whisper's eyes, and they know each other, at least peripherally, for a very long time. And so hopefully she recognizes when Seabreeze becomes serious.
Oh
And
yeah, she
says,
recognizes it, and she just sits there and
Of all the people who should know how bad a contract can turn, you know that's me.
you just stab your way out of it. That's what you do.
I know, but think of my past.
That's
I
what I
served under a terrible burden. But
She just
how
puts a hand
bad
on your
could this
shoulder.
how bad could this Fey contract get?
She just puts a hand on your shoulder if she tries to. I'm glad you turned over a new leaf. I too have done so, and I'm really happy for you, but oh, sweetie, sometimes maybe stabbing is the answer.
You know, I
No.
actually agree with you.
No, it can't always be stabbing.
Not always, just
In this instance.
tactfully or tactically stabbing.
Oh well, she breaks away, not forcefully, but breaks contact. It's well, what's done is done, and I'm suggesting that maybe the door is still partially open.
Yes, we have the wedding invitation. We could use to probably get that. And what kind of perils
I
await
also-
you there? I don't.
I also
know if you
have
can get
this, and she whips out the the speeding contract.
Stares at it blankly. Got a speeding ticket from the.
It's a long story.
Yes, they said that it was ancient, an ancient curse. They don't normally do this anymore. Oh,
Did you survive, leaving the faceless on your own? Oh, never mind. Okay.
what did she say?
I think she was insulting you, man.
She said, "How did you ever survive by yourself after leaving the faceless?"
It was mostly
Well-
stabbing.
Hey,
Look,
so
that's good.
that's what we're saying. Stabbing is effective, and you're really good at it.
All right. So we have two plans. You can try to go to the Fae and somehow abscond with Dr. Professor Borst, but if he is truly under a contract with him, I don't know what you're gonna have to do to break him out of it. That's outside of expertise. We could try to wait for your companions to get back from the Simic Guildmaster. Maybe they won't get put in a zoo. You know? Maybe the Guildmaster will actually honor his word. Shocker, I know. Miracles happen.
She starts lifting the speeding contract to her face.
Just know that the moment you start this path, dealing with the Faes,
And for a penny.
Honestly,
She looks at the both of them, sort of waiting for a second.
Fairytale just, I forgot to put it back on the map. Fairytale also just kind of nudges you. Sister, you have fish in the Fairlands?
I'm pretty sure they do.
Oh, good. I am okay with this.
She looks down at the seal and sort of rubs it with her thumb.
We'll get back to that. We'll cut over to the others going to
Oh my God, Clifford.
the Simic.
we're splitting the party, and half of us are going to the Feywilds.
This will be fun.
Yeah.
Well, Thamor didn't want to go anyway, so
So the other trio and a half head down through the bustling streets of Jarrag over to the Simic Guild Hall.
I'd say as we're walking, it's fairly silent between them, but maybe 20 minutes into this walk, I think Anderos would turn to Thamor. Claymore, I've got a question for you.
Yes.
It's been racking my brain for a little bit. Why are you here with us?
As in, with the party.
What goal do you intend to accomplish here with us?
As in, goal for this current city. Or
As in general outlook on life. We've been traveling together as companions for, 2 years? 3 years? Whatever the time shit has done. We've been together through a lot of scrapes and come out on the other end. More or less better or worse. But for most of that, to my understanding, you had no memory of where you came from. You were searching for a lost kingdom. We found that. We found that you were, an implanted soul in an artificial body? Your father is a deathless lich?
and pervert.
And you seem to be the heir to the entire kingdom of lost magical might unknown to the world of Mir as we know it. But you're here. With us. Why?
Claymore looks around and looks at Blue Man currently wearing face mask. I suppose when I first woke up, I was rather confused. As you said, no memories of really much. And as I wandered around, I saw how some people were, and I didn't quite like what I saw. I wanted to change it. So I ended up with you guys going on that first quest to find that librarian. After that, memories started coming back. First we saw the Fool King. His banners he had hung up, one of them was of my kingdom. And it seems like at that point the party was following along those leads, which was along my goal of helping those who I can. As of now, I suppose, trying to find a way to bring my people back from wherever limbo they may be in, with their souls being stuck in what I'm assuming is a shadow realm.
And more or less functioning as batteries to power the deathless army of your father.
Yes, of my father.
Are you hoping to find a solution here in this city?
Not particularly. I thought the city may have needed our help. But it seems like for the most part they've dealt with the robots themselves.
Not particularly, no. As he holds out his arm, which the bandage is still somewhat bloody. I got shanked last night by one of them.
This is why I sleep with armor on.
Right, sympathy's not your strong point. Anyway. So you want to help the people that are trapped in the shadow. I understand that. It's admirable. Altruistic, I get it. We've come to the height of magical technology, and you have no interest in finding anyone who could help you. Who do you think can?
I do not know, but it seems like the people in this town seem not to care for others, but the advancement of their own technology.
You're not wrong. This place is a shithole. Bureaucracy, selfishness, greed, and, yeah.
I'm pretty sure if I were to tell them about the wealthy horde of advanced technology and magic on a distant continent, they would go there and try taking it all for themselves.
Oh, 100%. No one here can know that Mir is no longer a cursed land that swallows people and does not return them. Fully understand. But there are ways to at least learn some knowledge without playing all your cards. And for all I know, this whole trash dimension, whatever the device is that's powering connecting it to it, perhaps that can be of use. It's worth a thought.
It is. And possibly. But as of now, we have to go speak to someone who I was quite repeatedly told would experiment upon us if we were to kill that creature, which we did.
On behest of a errand to help you. See, I guess that's the crux of what I want to get to here, Thamor. We here are trying to save a city. In the larger picture, we're trying to stop a goddess from erasing the world and rewriting it in our own whims. Lofty goals, I know. We're setting the bar a little high. I just need to understand that you are here and focused. A little excursion with the fishing. Nearly got quite a few of us killed. I guess I just need
My apologies about that. I will attempt to not drag you or the rest of the party into dangerous situations like that again.
Just need to keep our eyes on the prize, as it were. Your people need saving. I promised you back on Mir that once all this stuff was fixed, once we dealt with Saloon, I'd go anywhere you needed me. But I need to know that you're here with me too. To the end.
I am, but also I'm quite literally walking into a evil scientist's lair with you right now so we can progress our needs.
Nah, that's nothing. It's not a problem.
If you say so.
If it becomes one, I'll get us out of it. And if not, well, then we're all fucked and I'll take the blame for that one. But I'm hopeful that we can come to an arrangement. But we can't keep waiting. That's why I left before Shortstack got back. We gotta take some more risks toward our goals. So, I appreciate you trusting me.
Where's Amos doing all this as we're just walking and talking?
Hey, does Amos overhear any of this, or is Amos just like watching you guys like whisper amongst yourselves?
I don't think we're whispering. I think we're just having a walk and talk. Yeah.
Amos! Shred!
His
Shred!
computer audio died again.
Sit back though.
Oh, here he is.
Actually back.
No.
Dead back.
No. Bang him.
Amos is distracted, is wandering that merchants are trying to sell him potato harvest, like
He's still nursing that.
agricultural enhancement supplements.
The hangover is rough after not having a hangover for a long time. Walking along in a potato brake fluid induced haze.
You two turn around and Amos is no longer there.
He's just gone. No.
All
He falls in the river. Oh no.
Side.
Oh no, the brofish has got him.
he got
Phasing in and
kidnapped.
out just like the robots. I've been having this weird glitch where my audio will just suddenly cut out ever since I got this new monitor.
Oh no.
And I can't figure out what triggers it. That's the part that bothers me. But that's
I bet I know what it is.
I'm afraid.
It's Windows.
I was gonna say.
Newsflash, it's Windows. It's always Windows. Yeah.
Freaking Windows, man.
Does Amos say anything as Anderos and Thamor are chatting?
What does he have to say? He literally just got here. The party, relatively speaking.
Yeah.
He's gonna say like, yeah, of course you should tell all the people in Jerry Rag to run off to a mysterious continent. What could go wrong?
Expecting some wise words of potato-related wisdom.
Not this time.
All right. We'll
That
save it.
hangover is rough.
It's a really bad hangover, guys. He might start inventing things like French fries. He might invent the French.
Hold on,
Please
that's
don't.
a stretch. That's a little bit out of the realm of what could possibly be. In a
He
fantasy
might
world.
invent the French.
Yeah, we all know the French aren't actually real.
Did he stutter?
Even in D&D.
He said what he said.
So does France exist in Ulmir?
Not yet.
You don't know that.
It's Telmavir,
Again,
guys.
something that could,
It's
something that could be
Telmavir.
in the... Actually, it's Atlantis. France is actually just that void in the ocean.
You know that place that's east of the desert? Yeah, that's just France.
What happens when we go down the maelstrom that you created with your void magic?
It's all from France. It's all France.
Oh, look what it is.
Oh, shit.
Ah,
Destroyed my
the
gas.
the big hole.
We shall now beat you with our baguette!
Baguette and croissant right away. Welcome
That's actually
to
why the layers
hole in the world that is what.
Oh, wait.
It is the hodgepodge of the entire world. All of the knowledge comes right here, and it brews right in the hole. We build this a giant a spire to get on out. But so far we have not reached it.
We're going Italian.
We're Italian at the end of it. Damn it.
I'm
It's
sorry,
heavy,
any
come on,
French
yo.
or Italian
We're still sorting out the bugs in the France.
Bugs.
Here in France, it is a delicacy. You just need to cook these bugs.
No potato-related wisdom at this time.
Where were we? What was our-
We're walking to the Simic.
Right.
We had a walk
What
and
the
talk.
fuck, trans?
So I don't have a map for the guild hall other than
That's
the lab.
fine.
So you guys approach a I said, as you kind of are progressing through the city and through the Simic territory, you start seeing more and more uh, kind of like agricultural shops and labs start opening up. And as you go further and further away from the city, those shops appear to replace more and more mundane looking ish buildings, save for a lot of windows on all these. And you see all sorts of just odd creatures and flora and fauna. And at some point, you realize that it's hard to believe you're in a city anymore. As you get closer and closer to the guild hall, it just seems like you're in something out of a weird hybrid blend of what would be a forest and the Feywilds. Like all sorts of bizarre plants are just growing off of all the walls. There are creatures just running amok in these cages stored everywhere of origins you probably wouldn't even know, or even if they're even native. Like there might be more of these mutant creations. And it's just normal here.
I would say, Anderos, as we're walking into this area, he will, again, glance around. I'm sure the Simic symbol is somewhere, yes?
Yes, it's emblazoned as you get further. It's just emblazoned almost everywhere.
He's going to use prestidigitation, using the magic mark feature to make a color, small mark, or a symbol appear on an object or surface for an hour, and put that on all three of us.
Okay.
So all three of us somewhere on our armor or outfit.
Is Vashin included? Is there gonna be 4, or is Vashin excluded?
I can do up to 3 of its non-instantaneous effects. So Vashin is already a monster. He doesn't need a guild
He
mark.
does get a lot of curious glances you pass by. None of terror, all of curiosity. I do not like the way they look at me.
Yeah, you probably should poof yourself a bit here, Vashin. Make yourself scarce.
I know if Grun is the right one for this situation.
Can't you just make yourself invisible?
I suppose.
You were
But
an
I will miss out
powerful dragon.
He puffs up as much as his tentacled alien-like face can.
I assure you I can. Just don't want to be forgotten.
No, trust me. You're unforgettable, my buddy.
Fine, I will play third party episode.
And he starts kind of thinning out and becoming a bit transparent. He's not fully invisible, but he's very difficult to see. As he almost chameleons his way around.
Perfect.
And as he does so, he just whispers,
And I will be with you always. Oh, I wanted to say that.
As you approach the guild hall, again, this massive building full, it looks more plant than it does building at this point. Entering inside, you say a large, open, kind of reminiscent to like of a guild hall, like an inn, like an adventurer's hall, stuff like that. Big reception desk, a lot of tables and stuff like that, with all the other rooms blocked off by magic and such. With several receptionists kind of at the table talking to several different members. It seems to be kind of bustling about.
Anderos will... I want to see who looks like the most important or senior of these receptionists. Like, who's the manager?
You see there is one that is not at the front desk, but is wandering behind all the others. Kind of this uptight almost air about him, looking over, making small corrections. And just has that very air of self-importance about him.
Anderos will wander forward, see this guy, basically just stare at him until he makes eye contact, and then just kind of makes a wave over to him. Kind of just standing in the middle of this reception area.
He at first eyes you, kind of gives you an up and down, rolls his eyes and scoffs for a bit, realizes you're still staring at him, rolls his eyes again, wanders over. Sir, what could I help you with? And he's a very, very tall looking, he looks elven at first, but as he gets closer, you start seeing that kind of almost signature, similar to the guild leader, almost mishmash of other features, self-implanted or experimented upon, perhaps. You see what remains of like gills, evidence of like maybe claws at the end of his fingers behind his back. His eyes are much sharper than what you would expect for an elves, almost or snake-like.
Would we?
Do you have a problem, sir, that you are staring?
Would Whisper have had any information on like what names or ranks there are in the different guilds? Like, would I know essentially, or at least a guess at what this guy's rank is?
He would be a guild like manager, like floor manager type deal. I need to probably actually write up like a bunch of rank. But kind of like a floor manager. He would be, and something maybe Hildie would have informed you on, or Whisper at some point during the brief indoctrination of what this place is. They kind of manage the day-to-day of the guilds, so they are the ones that try to hire on new recruits, assign jobs to those of middling rank and under kind of deal, those that are not already in their own like roles of sorts. So kind of the upper echelon of the lower bar.
Okay.
They are not laboratory, they're not scientists, they're not anything in that realm, but they do hold a pretty high standard above most of the lower, like, normal day-to-day people there.
As he comes over and he asks that question, Anderos just looks him up and looks him up and down, and just kind of clicks his tongue underneath his helmet. Right. You seem like the most important one around here. Lord Nilminar is expecting us. We have a note from him. Can you please let him know that we've arrived?
He holds up a hand to his chest and scoff. Oh, and you expect me to simply believe that any random bucket wearer cursing by through here suddenly has a meeting with Nilminar himself?
Oh, indeed.
I say, have you hit your head too many times over in the Izzet Labs, you bucket?
Not at all. Here. And he just holds out the letter. Doesn't give it to him, but just holds it up so that he can read it.
Pulls out a spectacle out of his pocket.
You can even magically inspect it. It is genuine.
I would do so anyway without you telling me, sir.
I'm sorry.
Yes, it does.
Some of your kind
genuine.
struggle with some of the more simple incantations, so...
You see him about to, like... He does the whole about to, like, lash into a scathing remark before he bites his own tongue in that regard. Right. Thank you for pointing that out, sir. This does, indeed, appear to be signed by him. It's a rather old document. It does check.
Well, I'm sure Lord Nilminar would be displeased with your delaying, so please hurry up.
Well, the document you have does not specify a time or a location. Other than that, it is something to bring to him. So, unfortunately, you will have to wait. It's just protocol, after all. Though, because who is to say you didn't just kill someone on the street and yank this paper off of them? You do seem like the sort who is willing to get their hands dirty for the meager chance of reward, aren't you? I mean that, of course, in the highest respect, sir. And he kind of...
Oh, trust me, all disrespect has been received. You expect me to believe that you will stall a important happening and discovery of Lord Nilminar because you're feeling a little important. I can assure you, you and whatever else little rabble you're running here can be replaced. So think of that wisely when you continue to delay.
Has a bite. If you then have so much pull, then state your rank and lab then.
I operate directly under Lord Nilminar.
Funny. I don't recall such a person in the guild registry.
Well, they don't
such, you should have
reveal
no
all of the
trouble.
most important people to commoners and rabble of your sort.
I assure you they do. I am the one who maintains the records, you see. You can roll me a deception at this point, but bit of a hard sell trying to convince the manager that his records are wrong or lacking.
I can do that. Natural 20 for 30.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Holy shit, Fred. Wow.
It's a hole in the
Anderos
wall
just
over
doing
him.
Anderos.
It's been so long since I've got to roll deception.
He looks at you and his eyebrow twitches a bit.
I just stare him straight down, and it's basically playing chicken with him.
I mean, you have the helmet on, so it's made even more amusing.
Right.
Um,
Tapping my foot.
well, I cannot deny, and he says this through gritted teeth. You see that forced smile, that there are those that are not part of the official registry with how Simic like to operate in acquisitions. Cannot deny or prove that you may be one of them, and it will be up to Lord Nilminar to discover. However, I can assure you, sir, that if you are found in transgression, you will make a fine addition to the do I make myself clear on this fine day?
You certainly make a good point. I'll be sure to keep this recorded in your further records and reviews later down in this year.
I am honored, sir, and do note will also do the same for you should claims be less than as you.
Well, please do go
Please
on.
take a seat as I to arrange for your meeting with Lord Nil. You and he looks at the rest. Your
Associates, yes.
right. Take a seat. I will be with you shortly.
Anderos does not sit. He just stands. Favor and Amos can do what they want. Anderos just sits there, arms crossed, tapping his foot.
You mean you sit or stand? Brain's on autopilot.
I'm not sitting.
He said take a seat, so
Amos will be a schmuck enough to take
No.
a seat.
okay. So he walks kind of behind the counter, heading towards the back, and you see him whisper into one of the other receptionist's ear, who kind of turns and walks over and is now just kind of watching you all. That kind of very forced smile on her face as she's watching you all as he goes back, and you see him pick up a sending stone.
Anderos just taps his wrist.
I don't know what that means.
Whatever the equivalent is.
Is that some sort of spell?
Fireball.
Oh shit. After a bit of a heated back and forth on the sending stone, you see him put it down there and just, again, as you seem to always do to all my NPCs, he just rubs the bridge of his nose. He takes a deep breath and walks back over. Has that air about him. Well, based on the information provided, it seems he is expecting.
It's almost like I
Said to
told you
call
this.
you his little fishies.
He does enjoy calling us that, but we must, indulge him on his whims and fancies, of course.
Core. I hope I won't see you pass this way again.
Oh, don't worry. I will ensure you won't. I have the mailroom's needing a new document organizer. I'll be sure to suggest it to the Lord Nilminar.
Oh, please do, sir. Wit knows no bow. If only we could.
But my
replace your
patience
brain with that of a
does.
monkey.
Continue.
Follow me. He turns and just very quickly starts walking to the rear end
Yep.
of the hall. Like, he is trying to almost lose pace with you if he can. Walks with a very uncanny, quick walking speed.
Anderos follows.
Claymore follows.
Amos goes off to find booze.
After last night, I think he's good.
He leads you down several twisting pathways. Roll me investigations for the three of you. Or perceptions. Investigation.
Okay.
Oh, but I want to roll a 0.
I mean,
Ooh, very nice.
Kick. Roll an 11.
Natural 18 for 25. Sorry, it's a 23. I have my helmet on. That gives me a -2.
Perception.
yep. Anderos, you're the only one who notices as you're wandering around the halls. The halls seem to shift and move about you as you walk through one door. You hear just the faintest perception, and maybe you turn out of the corner of your eye. You see plants covering the door you once went through, and shift to open different doors. Perhaps the secret of how they keep things hidden here. But after many a turn, you are finally back in a familiar. That'll be all, Dre. Thank you for escorting guests, yeah. If you say so. Still don't see that'll be all. Attend to your. And you see, like, visible fear in Dre. Yes, my master. He quick step turns and walks out the same door, which you see then almost vanish into the wall for you. And again, you're in this room filled with all these different, like, terrariums of sorts, and even the room around you, there are no stone walls. All around you seems to be this unearthly, almost demiplanar feel, as though you stepped into a completely different world between worlds here. I suppose introductions are necessary. You used my name to get here, so I suppose you already know who I am. And if my guess is correct based on my observation, you're part of the little crew that took down my little pet. Or at least, why else would you have that note? And why else would your faces look familiar from that which I saw in the fishbowl? Though I guess I should be thankful you did not shatter it. It was a fair bit of work, creating that little subterranean world.
Well, the thought did cross my mind, being the inconvenience that it was, but I figured I'd rather talk to you first.
And who do I owe the honor of speaking, then? You are not those of what I recognize as normal patrons of the Simic.
Oh, yes, sorry. Subterfuge and all that. And he flicks a hand, and the 3 Simic symbols on their armor dissipate. We are merely travelers, new to the city, and seeking, well, as your paper said, a favor.
New travelers, and yet you somehow ended up in my fishbowl asking for favors beyond what a normal person would know of the city. Fascinating. You really think that would fool me? There's definitely something more to your story.
We're very well-read travelers. You can believe what you will, that's fine. But we come with a note from you.
Yes, and I intend, of course, to honor. But who says that the favor isn't just putting you back in the in the bowl to replace that which you've killed. It was my property, after all.
I don't think that would be beneficial to either of us.
And what would be beneficial to a pair or trio of travelers of which I've never seen and yet know so much about?
Well, if my understanding of the city is correct, you and your guilds, the rest of them, are in a bit of a bother with the current occupiers. Namely due to some out-of-control automatons, if I remember. Is that correct?
Grin seems to sply across his face. And pray tell, what would random travelers have any interest in such things? I know we all have secrets to keep. I'm a very curious individual.
Well, that makes, well, one of us. I like to mind my own business, but in this case, I couldn't. The city is in danger, and its people are being oppressed by an empire seeking to destroy the world. Or at least bring it to heel.
He approaches you kind of slowly, and you again, from the fishbowl, like, yeah, I gave you the description of what like Hildie saw, but up close, he just seems, it's just this amalgam. He is a mutation of just all these different creatures that he seems to have welded almost seamlessly into this form that before you.
Mhm.
The vestiges of his half-elf form are still there, but what he's incorporated himself with is hard to tell. There's so many things. As he looks you up and down and looks at the party. Well, my little roving band of adventurers. What then can this humble leader of the Simic do for?
Well,
I'm sure your request will not be, past the moon, so to speak.
you never know. But no, I'm not going to be going into antiquity and asking for half the kingdom and your daughter to marry, so at least you can put that from your mind. No, personally, I'm here mostly on altruistic means, as insane as that sounds. You have a city here in trouble, and I'd like to help. But, as it stands, our ability to help is barricaded by many layers of red tape and bureaucracy, as is your way here in this city. A certain device is on the fritz, correct?
That's arcane rabble, mechanics and sorcery. Does not. Pales in the beauty that is lost in it.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Guild rivalries and
It
all
would
that.
be-
The city is still in trouble.
Oh, yes, I suppose it would be. Outside the realm of what we care about, but I suppose it is causing a bit of a stir.
And the more of a stir there is, the more the White Order's eyes fall on you and your beautiful science.
He again just kind of looks at you, and you feel a very piercing gaze coming from his almost reptilian, well, one reptilian eye and one cat-like eye. And you would know all about that, wouldn't you?
Well, as I said,
Oh, you
I
are-
am a well-traveled individual.
Oh, how I wish I could just scoop you up and put you into one of my terrariums to study. It wouldn't suit you, would it? No, you are best kept free range. All the better to let you wreak havoc you are born. Nay, destined. No. Biology. It is in your blood to wreck, isn't it?
Well, my mother did say I was always a special young one.
And you too. Are you here merely as his lackeys? You seem not the types.
Amos just gives a stare. No change in face.
He looks at you, kind of narrows his eyes for a little bit, and then he sits there and starts chuckling in a very odd manner. Oh, you partook of his brew, didn't you? I always told him the death of him. Oh, just gulp some seawater down, and that will help with the hangover a little bit. You stares pointedly at Thamor. You are fascinating indeed. Truly, Amar.
Anderos steps
perhaps
to one side and lets him look at Thamor
have a
directly.
chance to study you. You'd be handsomely compensated, of course, though we would like to maybe take some blood. An arm, maybe. I'm sure we could come. Fair deal.
I thank you for the offer, but I must decline. I am not quite well with needles.
They all say that in the beginning. Change your mind. I would be sure to ask again. I digress. Present me such fascinating subjects directly in front of me. What again do you ask is my little treat for having bested my little psionic pet? A marvelous feat, mind you. It has been quite some time since anybody's even come close, let alone best him.
Well, all three of us were part of such vanquishing. But for myself, I merely have three simple requests. My companions here, I let them speak for their own selves. But myself, I have but three simple requests. Should be simple for you to provide any information as you can.
Pretty sure the document type only said one. Unless you wish to offer more to bar for my question.
3 questions can be 1 boon. It all depends on how generous you're feeling. If not, we can leave it as what it is, but I expect you'd at least be willing to listen, given your curious nature.
Good researcher wouldn't at least listen to the options presented. As for the answers, that I will determine at my leisure.
Fair enough. My primary request is full access to the device, so that we may assess what is wrong with it, and potentially solve your little problem here in Gerarag. We had someone working on it, but unfortunately their nuptials got in the way.
The Simic do not have a lot of access to this device, nor we care not for the inorganic materials they generate or use that thing for.
Yes, but a document of clearance with your signature would get us through any such bureaucracy. Of that I have no doubt.
Oh, that is true. But how do I know you will not use my word against me? Any acts you perform that show badly upon the guild would reflect upon my choices to let you back there. And as you know, here in Jegarat, reputation is everything.
Oh, certainly. I do not plan to do anything to besmirch your name. I come here merely asking to help the city. something I believe would also shine well on you, if it came to pass that not a certain destructive individuals, but rather the premier scientist of the city is seeking to solve its problem. You know of who I speak, of course, and her.
I'm flattered, but I am not so big a ego to fall that I am the greatest of mine. In the fields of biological studies, yes. In the fields of metamagics, transversals, mechanics, and also the sorts of fields I digress, that is not my forte. For me to suggest engineers to work on it would seem a stretch. And how do I know that you would even be up to that? If I send you in there and fail, not only would it look poorly upon me for sending you in there, but I would lose 3 very interesting test subjects.
Did we not pass your test of the fishbowl? Certainly, if we
That
could
is
deal
a
with your
test,
little
yes.
creature, whatever lies in this other dimension should be child's play.
Dealing with them is one thing. Fixing the issue at hand is another.
Ah.
Do you or do you not know how to fix trans-dimensional portals to unknown realms? I am certain you can fend yourself or whatever entity might subside. But fixing the rift is another thing entirely. I do not care if you come back, honestly. I do prefer it, as I would love to study you further, but I prefer, however, to keep whatever's there.
That makes both of us, then. We are in alignment. And no, I do have, as you said, some experts, and they are, well, more studied in
Or
their
random
field.
travelers, or do you have other members of the guilds?
I don't divulge all of my sources. That would be uncouth and untoward.
Yes, but in the matter of guild affairs, if I write a permit for another guild, that would be highly illegal in the ways you would understand.
Huh?
Without prior authorization from the council, I am not really able to grant co-authorization to another guild.
Well, I'm not asking for co-authorization. I'm merely asking for clearance.
That's why I'm asking if you have other guild members in your particular group that you would use under my name. Did the Izzet put you up to this? Are they so lacking? They are coming to me now.
Oh,
They
no.
failed once before, and now
Certainly
another
not.
chance.
Is it? Really? You think they would stoop so low to admit that they had a problem? Hardly not.
Then is it the Mir? Who is sending you?
As I said, we are wanderers and an independent party, seeking to help the city. If you cannot accept
Now
that...
you have experts on magics that exist only here.
We have experts on magic that existed far beyond and before here. If I may pull back the curtain a little bit. But if you do not wish to trust me, by all means, we can move on to my next request.
Speak it.
A certain member of the White Order has been stabbed and is on death's door. You know of who I speak.
Of course, he is being looked after in one of our premier hospitals here.
I merely ask that you nurse him back to full health.
As opposed to...
Well,
Do you doubt what our hospitals do?
I suspect someone in his position would be a prime subject for alterations. I would like him to be whole.
He marches up to you and stares directly through your visor. Or do you think he'll be sent to greener greens?
Oh.
If you're gonna make any form of reaction, I'm gonna need you to roll a deception to see if you hide it. Him just blatantly throwing that in your face.
Sure. I will use a magical guidance to re-roll that. 25.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Rolled a 15. It's plus 10.
Well, that is what hospitals do then. They
Wonderful.
treat. We will do our best.
Though if this Green to Green place is a better hospital, could be worth sending him there.
Think of it as greener pastures.
Ah,
Don't think too heavily on it. So
unfortunately.
your third request, then. Speak it.
A colleague of mine I've known for years, has been seeking some information about someone lost here in the city. I merely wish to uncover some
He
information.
pointed eyes at you.
I believe her name... Oh, what was it? Lila... No, Lily. Somehow
There are
disappeared in an explosion
go
of some
missing.
sort.
He kind of starts talking over you, like saying, there are many go... And the moment you mention the explosion, he kind of stops.
Yes.
For adventurers who know nothing of the city, you certainly ask a very dangerous line of questions.
You wound me. I never said I knew anything. I never said I was ignorant of the city.
For your third request, I will offer this freely. Take this as a humble word of advice. If you value your safety and your sanity, and the mission you seek for, do not dig deep into what was buried.
I appreciate your candor.
Your colleague is better off just believing that their searched one, is dead.
Fair enough. Well, then I guess we return to my first request, as the other two seem to be well in hand.
Indeed, your other two weren't much of requests so much as they were inquiries.
As I
And
said,
you have given very little, despite me knowing.
well, as I said, I am at least somewhat learned in the ways of the city. We merely wish to help, I promise. What we do will not bring slight on the Izzet, or the Simic, or any of these other guilds. We merely wish to help deliver the city from their problem. And if we learn something along the way, wonderful. It's certainly a better option than letting Uppy blow the city up.
Don't mention her name here. Just the reverberations of her detonations just cause me panic every time I feel she is going to destroy my precious collections. Look, if I were to grant you access under my name, you would have to play the part even more so than you're playing now with your metal facade. If I were to send members of the Simic to investigate, they would not be some riff-raff adventurers they picked the street, no matter how big the legacy is behind you. Now, we can perform some experiments and amputations to give you the true look of a Simic. Or, I suppose, we could try disguise you as such. Well, if you fail, I will simply say you forged my name. You will see no help from me in your
Well, execution of sorts. More like a bidding. Let's go with that. Do I make myself clear?
Oh, certainly. You don't know me, I don't know you. We're here merely to solve a problem.
And you're sure you don't want to spend a few days in my little terrarium? I would love to see how you'd fare against a few of my other little creations.
Nilmi and my old chum, I don't think I'd prefer that. One was enough for a lifetime.
Well. He walks over to the central dais, where he seems to start scribing something with pen and paper for a bit, before he rolls it up neatly into a scroll. And with Mage Hand floats it back on over to you. Here's my signature. And he hands you also a bag filled with several different beans inside. Since I know you'll love these things, you will each need to take one before you present the scroll. Don't worry, it is not of the chaotic sort you normally are used to. Very narrowed in focus, but I hope you're not too attached to your limbs temporarily. Failing to do so will nullify the effects of the contract.
How many beans are in the sack?
There are 9 total.
Okay. You just quickly get a count of them. Right. That should be enough. Right.
Threw in a few extra. I imagine those in the ship were not the only ones.
It is incredible, the amount you do seem to know.
Turns out when you have several worlds in front of you and all you can do is watch, you learn an awful lot, you know.
But you
And besides,
could get out and help. Wouldn't hurt. One of your power.
like I said, what interest do I have of those rusted nuts and bolts that wander the city? Uppy has that well in hand. I have other matters to attend to, such as procuring another specimen for my aquarium. After all, the world needs more food and other such resources, as you say. Yeah. A side effect of the research we perform. Look around. Look at all of the worlds I can creatures that never existed and I have brought into being. Isn't it a thrill? Don't you want to know how? Very temptation of knowledge of how to even play God. All in a glass vial.
My lord, I have no interest in playing God. Merely stopping one. But, if you do ever find anything for your underwater terrarium, our decorated friend here would be more than willing to assist in confirming its unassailability, or proving it wrong. Isn't that right, Thame, old chum?
That is correct.
And I will truly find the most unfishable fish in the world, or I will create it, and I will find you again.
I will always bet on Thamor, first of his line, Primarch of the Deathless Iron Legions, Prince of the Famed Wilds, Aeon Walker, Conqueror of Madness, Consort of Chaos, and Lord of Lures.
All
Good
you've
day.
done was but confirm who I already know. But next time, do try to come in the front door. I would love to make a more friendly wager against my creations.
Just make sure the receptionists know who we are.
I'll pay him no mind. He does serve a very important role, and he has suffered many an experiment or two. He could, in fact, probably take any one of you on individually.
Yes, but he could serve a better role sorting mail, where he can't be as obnoxious and stuck-up as he was. Just a thought.
That's what happens when you implant him with such a personality. It tends to agitate the normal senses. If you would ever like to lighten your sense of humor, do come see me. We might have one in stock for you.
Oh, trust me. I keep all my humor in a bottle somewhere.
Well, coincidences. I'll be off. I have much more interesting things to attend to. And give your brother my regards. Before he pushes you back through the dimensional door.
Yeah. Heads on out.
So yes, in case you were curious, he could see through, like, one of his eyes is basically a phase beast, or phase beast? Something eye. He can actually see basically past whatever he likes.
I had no doubt he
Dude.
knew exactly who we were. I was just shitting him.
Yeah. I mean, he watched you guys fight. The dude is a guild master,
Yeah.
and the dude is, like, stupidly augmented with a bunch of different creatures.
No, that's...
Like, there is a reason he's a guild master.
I had no doubt, but it's fun. It's fun messing with him.
Alright, so on the other end of the world has Seabreeze as you rub the symbol again, once again calling the Fey. Hello, welcome again to the Fey Court Representatives. How can I see you've called this line before. This is an older line. I thought we finished this business. How is there a problem, dearie? Can I help you today?
I'm on my phone, sorry.
Oh, it seems like a little bit rough, but we'll try to do what we can to help you today.
Yes, I have a problem, and I was hoping you could help.
Darling.
Yes, I was hoping you could help me solve it. The last time I, used this seal, was to pay off a debt that I believe was.
I recall
you
the
said
speeding ticket from an ancient
yes,
time. He paid off
ancient.
a sum
Yes.
of partial gold and did a little request we have of you. Yeah, and we saw that was completed. Very good. Our manager is super stoked that you managed to get that done without any issue. In fact, she's looking forward to you showing up at the wedding.
That is exactly why I'm calling. It's very interesting that you would bring that up. We had Dr. Borst working on some documentation for us, and it seems that his wedding pulled him away prematurely. Is there any way we could see him?
Oh, don't you know it's bad luck to see the groom before the wedding?
I thought that was the other way around for the bride.
Oh, this is the Feywild theory. Everyone sees the bride, no one sees the groom. They're locked up and kept in torture and isolation until they're ready to accept.
How ignorant of me. I feel embarrassed.
Well, it's no problem, dearie. We all, Saturdays, am I right?
Sure. In any case, I would consider the debt to be repaid if I were able to, have him complete this work in all due haste.
Well, you see, he's a little busy right now, and it's not like I have personal contact with him. I'm only, a call handler here, the Fey receptionist. So I can't really handle that kind of request. I can put in a note to the manager and see what she says, but, I mean, it's kind of a personal business. It's not really work-related.
Yes, well, did have a small part in his decision.
That you did, but you did it at request of a contract with the Fey, and as you know, the contract, the Fey are legally binding, and otherwise we own your soul. So you kind of just had to do it anyway.
True, but a lesser person might not have accomplished this feat.
No, and that's why if you had failed, we would have sent all sorts of things after you to uphold your end of the bargain. You know how it is. It's nothing personal, dearie. Well, it's just how business works here in the Fey Bride.
What would it take to get your next level person to converse with me?
Are you saying you want to get my manager on the line, dearie?
You did mention them.
Well, I fuck you too. All right, hold on. Hey, Tulip! There's another one for you. She'll be right with you, dearie. Hope you have a pleasant day.
Indeed. You as well.
Burn in the night.
You hear some scuffling somehow through the mental connection you have to the Fae.
I don't get any hold music? What?
Not this time.
Oh.
Hear kind
Your
of
call is very important to us. Please remain on the line.
You feel an abrupt click in your mind as your mental call is transferred to another.
Hello, dear babe. I hear you have a need a word with the manager. How can I help
Yes.
you?
Yes, so, how much did the previous associate tell you about my situation?
Everything I need to know. That you are unhappy with the terms and services that you agreed to and performed out, and now somehow you think you have every right to demand services on our end. And let me tell you, that is not going to happen. You have done your part, you have paid your debt. Do not incur the wrath of the Fae any further.
I in no way wish to imply that the service that I'm calling is unfair. I think that everything that I was supposed to do and that you were supposed to do has been done. What I am seeking is to either extend the contract or create a new one to our mutual benefit.
So you'd like to open up a new contract with the Fae. Well, that's something we could tend to. What are your terms on your end? And I will discuss the price of the bargain.
Dr. Borst has been...
Dr. Professor Borst.
Dr.
Thank you very much.
Professor,
I will not have
excuse
you
me.
talk ill of my fiancé.
Of course. He was working on a project for myself and my associates when
That giant stack of paperwork he came with.
Yes, when love struck him. And, well, part of that is a measure of great importance to the realm. We are no
You don't
ordinary adventurers. You understand we are former curse breakers.
Oh,
And
you don't say.
we seek to continue our work, and part of that work involves, well, going on a bit of an adventure through the Jirag guild system. And we need some documents that he was creating for us.
Let me get
It
this
should not
straight
take
here,
long.
Marlon.
Yes.
You are saying that these documents are very, very important then, and could very well determine the fate of the world. Well, that would indeed incur a pretty heavy cost. So, let me look through your records here. Do you consent to me searching your background for any and all histories and legal obligations and other things the Fae can and will use against you?
I'm sure you would do it without my consent anyway.
Well, it's better if we get the consent. It just makes it a little bit easier. So do you consent or not?
I'm not sure what you're asking me right now.
A simple background check
Or what?
to see what you have to offer us.
I think I'd rather negotiate at face value.
Well, at face value, then we would just ask your eternal servitude, then.
This is not in fair trade.
We do not know what else is to offer, so that's the default.
I mean, you feel yourself so isolated in the Fae that you do not feel the wrath of the gods?
You talk big. It hasn't affected us yet, and we here in the Fey Court of the Bureau District care not for the little petty squabbles of the gods. They know better than to lift a finger against the bureaucracy that is the Fey. We run a tight ship. We even have a few fines against them, but you'll never know. Now, on to the contract you're proposing. You are saying this has the very weight of the world upon it, doesn't it? So that means it really should demand an equal thing of value. I mean, that's what you said after.
Is there a way I can hang up?
I mean, yeah, you just fold the paper.
Is there a way that I can make it known that I am hanging up?
You can probably tear the paper to sever the spell entirely.
No. I wish to make her aware that I am about to hang up.
You tell me. I don't know if you would know a way to really do so, apart from just dramatic flair in some form or fashion.
I guess so. Or I could just say, I believe we're at a conclusion then.
Thank you then for calling the Fey Depot of claims and insurances and all other sorts of things for the Fey Court. If you wish to continue our discussion, feel free to call again. If not, then I did offer my invitation for the wedding should you wish to attend, though if you don't, I will fully understand. Thank you, darling, and have a pleasant rest of your mortal life. You hear a click as that mental connection is severed, and you hear that familiar voice. There will be a brief survey following this transmission. Please rate your transgressions as a rate of 1 to 5, 5 being the highest, 1 being the lowest. How likely would you refer the Fey Court for all dealings of supernatural entities to others? Thank you. Your call has been recorded. Have a pleasant day. So this is all in your head, by the way.
Oh, Hildie doesn't hear this happen.
Still hear me?
Unless like Seabreeze was saying her parts out loud, it's all mental.
Yeah, we can still hear Trent.
Oh, okay. I was talking and nobody was responding, so I think my connection
Oh, we
dropped.
weren't hearing you talk.
Oh, I thought you were
mean
just
just now?
being dead silent during the survey intentionally.
I'm sorry. Yeah, she looks pretty downtrodden and turns to you, Hildie, and's like, no, I mean, I was thinking that I would try to instantiate a contract, but they are unreasonable.
So basically,
So-
it's Jerry Rag with a different pair of shoes.
No, they, if nothing else, they enjoy their spectacle. So they did invite us to the wedding, which I don't actually know when that is or how we get there.
Is it not on the invitation?
I don't know. I don't have that.
Who does have it?
I think Whisper.
Oh.
Still on the table in front of Whisper.
Oh, okay.
Whisper's just
It is
staring
in-
at you.
It's in 2 days' time, if I remember correctly, and to join it, you would just press the seal, much like you did with the other, and you will be taken to the Feywilds with those around you.
Now, is that 2 days' time our time or Feywild time?
Or Feywild time. I was thinking that too.
That could
2
be
day time
2 centuries.
converted to your time.
Oh.
Well, I wasn't privy to the discussion that you had just now, but it sounds to me that if they're not going to be negotiated with, and maybe we just keep that as a backup plan if by some miracle the rest of the group ends up not being experimented on or something. I don't want to make any big decisions without everyone else here, you know?
Yes, I understand.
How long has it been at this point? Since
I
they've
would
got back?
Say it's probably about 20-ish minutes. If they got back, had this conversation, they left out an hour earlier, so I'd say they'd be getting back pretty much within the next short bit.
How long does it
So you
take to
guys-
get to the Simic place?
If you're just walking straight there, probably about 15 walking, not even 15 minutes.
Okay.
Oh, so if they had left an hour ago when we got there, then they
Yes,
were
I'm saying
probably...
they would have gotten
Yeah.
there, probably had been mid-conversation when you got here, and then on their way back by maybe the end of it.
Oh, okay.
So they would meet up pretty, just for the sake of convenience, pretty shortly after you've had the conversation. Say, again, 15, 20 minutes-ish downtime of them returning.
It's at that point we walk in the door.
Yep.
The door slides open and Anderos just walks in.
Oh, thank the gods. Please tell me that you didn't sign anything or verbally agree to anything that could be even remotely construed as a contract.
As he holds up the contract.
he takes off the helmet and looks at her. Well, I've got 2 dicks now, so there's that.
What?
No, we're fine. We got a signature. Now we got access to the stupid device. In order to make it genuine, we do have to take one of these beans or something. It temporarily marks or replaces a limb or something.
I'm sorry, what?
Let me see those.
Hands him
No.
Hands him to Hildie, not
Yes.
Paymore.
Thank you.
I was just gonna take a look at him as the one who knows what these beans are.
No, you don't. Nope.
They're not
Sorry.
chaos beans. Nilminar said so himself.
Can Hildy check these beans out somehow?
You can try rolling Arcana, but it would be very difficult considering you are not adverse at all in Simic.
I'll try it. Well, that's a 5, but that's still a dirty 20.
Yep, it's still not enough. They probably have some potent spells mixed in, very similar to how Thamor's chaos magic is built in, but it's, all naturally made magic, if you can describe it as such.
Okay.
Very more on the
How about
realm of
Hildie
chemical,
holds up?
biological magics.
Now take a look at it.
Thamor, they look like...
I wonder what flavor.
Nope.
Unless you got a Arcana or something you want to look at the Thamor,
He does have the eye of minute seeing.
Don't you know? I'm really good at Arcana checks.
roll it.
Yeah, I'm totally
wait a
good at
minute.
Arcana checks.
I think I have a thing. Don't I have a thing? Because I'm an artificer. Shit.
Busy.
Did we make you a background that gave
Make
you
it real close.
a
Let's take a
D4
look.
to some sort of check?
Does the eye actually give you on it?
I think that's what we've been rolling as.
It should say.
I don't know if that's what it actually does, but that's what we've done.
What it,
Eye of minute seeing.
you have advantage on intelligence checks that rely on sight while searching an area or studying an object in that range.
It says specifically investigation checks, but
Oh, it is investigation. Okay, but
I mean, it would be the most Thamor thing ever.
I mean, it's the most Thamor thing ever because it fits into the realm of he's taken beans and they're beans that modify your body.
So we've got
Both of which he's done.
We have a potato expert and we've got a bean expert.
Thamor, you know, like, just maybe it's instinct. Like, you don't know the true magic behind it. You don't know the specifics, but you look at these beans and that's that guttural, primal feeling, that knowledge of these are going to mess with your body somehow. You've had these like beans like that before. They call you.
If it's any consolation, Nilminar seemed to imply that it wasn't permanent. It's some sort of disguise, or at least some way to make us seem up to snuff for such credentials as his signature. The more permanent option was augmentation and splicing genes. He talked a whole lot of biological bullshit.
Yeah, thank you for not choosing that option.
You're welcome. I'm not actually stupid.
That's reassuring to hear.
But
Once again, rubbing her temple. So, please tell me this means something. We have an inn or so far the way I see it is we either go to a Fey wedding and try to crash it, or eat magical beans that those gods know what to you to pretend you're members of the Simic. That really are only two options.
don't worry your pretty head, darling. We have a signature from a guild leader. We've got access. Just may need to have a bean fry first.
Sure, it's legit. He's not setting you up, and the note sent just secretly says, "Take me and throw me into the deepest pits of hell."
Anderos unrolls it and looks at the note. What does it speak anything? Like, is the wording pretty straightforward? Or is
As
it
you
just
look
a
at the note-
signature?
Nope. As you look at the note, it is blank with the simple words, "Eat the beans or else."
It doesn't have a signature on it.
You do detect that there is a layer of magic above it, in terms of what he told you.
Anderos just holds it up to Thamor. What does it say? There's some sort of magic on it.
Oh, I guess I'm doing an Arcana check.
It's do investigation with a advantage
Investigation?
using the eye. Yep.
Oh man, but that sucks. Like I actually have what you call it now? Okay.
Proficiency in Arcana.
All right. Use
Yeah.
Arcana. We'll just change the use Arcana. It makes more sense anyway, but we'll just use Arcana. Fuck it.
Also, my investigation's by my Arcana is 6, so
Do Arcana at advantage.
yay! Thank you. Thamor is most magical. 21.
Holy fuck.
This is Thamor.
Yeah, that's my
almost as
magic
if-
is superior to everyone
You
else's.
thought
Almost
Jerry
as
Rag
if,
was going to
like-
be Hildie's arc. It's Thamor's arc.
Almost as if like he intended for Thamor to see past it in a sense. You see Thamor, you see multiple layers of spells enchanting this paper. Kind of baffling really how he quickly was able to write this multi-layered spell, but you see different responses signed in his name at different layers. Basically tied to the bean. Should the beans not be consumed and the effects of the magic not be upon the person, these documents would actually condemn you as spies, basically. Otherwise,
correctly identify you as members of the Simic coming to investigate with a new idea of how to temper the magics using biological, and it goes into a long rant of biological magics to temper the instability of the mechanics.
The beans are basically permits that lets us go in there. If we don't eat them, we go to jail.
Well, that's par the course for what Nilminar was acting, so... Yes.
Also, I just imagine Nilminar actually just has a printer installed on it himself, so he just he's
Just comes out of his belly. It's one of the old dot matrix printers, so it just...
No, he just has a like a monkey scribe type deal that just writes it real fast, calls it Xerox.
And yes, these beans are as he described. They do in fact change a part of our body.
I can't say I'm especially enthused by the idea of putting anything Simic related in my mouth. Don't say anything smart, Anderos.
Do you have any better ideas? Seems our Feywild connection didn't go so hot, from what I'm overhearing.
It didn't instill me with a lot of confidence from what Seabreeze related to me.
And our only other option, from our illustrious spy master, is to disguise ourselves and sneak in. Which, seeing how...
I don't
love
love our chances of doing that.
Yeah, and
Or the
how
consequences if we were to get caught.
Nilminar knew exactly who we were. If he knows who we were, I'm sure most other guild leaders will as well. As much as I'd like to say we are acting in at least some level of subtlety, those with prominence will probably already know who we are.
When you say we, like we as a group or like we individually?
He knew who my brother was, called him out by name, named him my brother.
I find that shocking. Your reputation precedes you all here, and the Guildmaster are some of the most powerful people in Jera. In fact, it'd be hard-pressed to find more powerful outside of Jera than some of them.
I was wearing a
They all
bucket
want-
on my head. I thought it was an adequate
It's
disguise.
for the common people, not for the bloody Guildmasters.
Flashes her just a shit-eating grin.
Yeah. You can't see it, you're wearing a bucket.
I took it off when I came in.
I know. Just, again, she's rubbing her temples. They're gonna be, red welts by the time she's done with you guys. You are not
You're good.
just normal adventurers. You have a large proceeding. And
We've
some of the most
also
powerful sorcerers, conjurers, artificers reside in this city.
Yes, but we've also been missing for, 2 years? I was
Yes,
hoping
and
we'd
you
have at
appeared in
least-
one of their fish bowls.
Yeah.
They want the same thing. They want to quell this issue. They don't want to stop it. Their personal interest aside, they want to stop it. But they are all bound by the same red tape that covers the city. So as long as you play along, you should be. The other guild masters aren't going to be the ones that call you out of line. They might jib and poke at you, but they ultimately want the issue to be resolved. Now, the other members of the guild, the ones with their heads up their asses, well, they're the ones we can't trust. They'll sell you out for a cookie if it gets them a higher rank.
Yeah. In a way, that's why I wanted to go speak with Nilminar. Short stack, sorry I didn't tell you, but... I figured you would have objected. And we don't really have the time. So, I'm sorry, but...
Yeah, appreciate it.
Well... You feeling up to go looking at a device?
Did you happen to get any, like, if they know that we're here, do they know that I specifically am here?
I didn't ask, but they knew about our ship. If they knew us coming into port, and they saw you in the fishbowl, at least Nilminar did. So.
I mean, Hildie was never outside the sub. Would he have seen her?
He's got super eyes. He saw through my helmet.
So,
Well,
I mean, you don't really know meta-wise. He
Well, okay.
likely knows who you all are. But to be fair, Nilminar also doesn't give a flying shit about you.
well,
Outside of test
Even if you were
subjects.
guild jumping, you were not guild jumping with his guild.
yeah.
So he doesn't really care so much as he was kind of poking for information, but he's more curious to watch what happens.
Yeah.
Again, their personal interests aside, they do want to see things settled. So,
'Cause if things aren't settled,
as much as he wants to,
yeah, if
much
things
as
aren't
he wants to
settled, the
experiment
wagon
on all you
drops
all.
our head.
But again, he might also be the one that knows you guys instantly because, again, you did drop in his fishbowl and you got to watch you guys fight for a while.
Right.
And just kind of acted like he didn't because, well, he wanted to see what you guys would do.
And
The
again,
other guild leaders, Uppy didn't recognize you, but Uppy also doesn't care.
he just wants to blow things up.
So you have not met the other guild leaders yet. The one that would recognize you, Hildie, of course, would be your prior guild master.
Yeah. Well, both of them?
Both of them, yes. But Uppy, Uppy doesn't.
Oh, yeah. Uppy is Demir, isn't she?
Yep. Uppy is Demir. But she also could care less. You know for a fact the members of the Demir changed so quickly that she probably just assumed you were dead.
Also, it's only Izzet that cares.
It's only Izzet that cares.
Okay.
As well as, of course, remember, Izzet being one of the largest powerhouses in the area and the one that hold a lot of the inventions that go on, they would be the only ones that would potentially care, as well as the fact, which only Anderos and the other prior company knows, why he's telling you to leave that secret buried. So, yeah.
I mean, Hildie doesn't know that detail yet.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to give you that context of,
Right,
I'm not trying to
yes.
alarm you. Oh, all the guildmasters know you're there. Haha, your disguises are blown.
Yeah,
He
no,
knows
okay.
you're
No,
there
that
because
makes
you kind of
perfect
dropped
sense.
in his lap, and he literally can see through. He is basically a monster of a character.
Yeah.
But he also just doesn't, outside his interest, he doesn't care. If it's in his interest, he is, like, enraptured by it.
Well, I'm sure between Anderos having 2 gods plus in his soul and Thamor being a acolyte of chaos, and the
He
two
doesn't
of us
care
are
about really
probably
any of that. He cares more about Thamor being a artificial soul of sorts, because that's kind of what he deals in.
well, there's that too.
Like, he's more interested in that than pretty much anything else. Like, the gods and the souls thing, he's not really a religious character. He doesn't really care. He wants to rival the gods more than anything.
well.
He sees himself as a god.
He's the next Soros.
Kind
way.
of, but again, less with metallurgy and more of creating his own, like, species.
Yeah, no, of course.
But again, that's his own insanity. Like, this is a dude that is, like, again, so devoted to... Yeah, the guild masters are because they almost encompass an obsession of what they research. Even Ren, to an extent, as you've seen. So,
You have to be a little obsessed with what you're interested in to become a guild leader of a guild that obsesses over things.
you have to be good at it, too. Warzop being the only oddball of the group where they don't have a true focus other than exploring.
They're good at running away.
Well, they're good at using magical items. Ren hasn't really shown his true colors of what he could do. Other than make a hat that got made fun of.
He made a hat. It's probably a very good hat. It does a lot of good things. He's not a artistic designer.
I think we will possibly call it there, I guess, with the plan to move forward into